to my YouTube channel. So today's Monday. I do not have a busy day at work. I do have to work, but it's going to be kind of smooth because I will be working from home. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So yeah, really quick. So I just need to stop by a couple of my accounts that I managed this morning, just to follow up with the customers, and then I need to go back home and work on a few things that I have to work. But I do want to mention that I will soon be hosting my new podcast under the Real OG Mom, where I will be doing like the little intro. I don't know what's it called. I think it's like not an intro. It's called I don't know. I think it's a summary. Anyways, so yeah, I'm working on my YouTube channel. On my podcast. I'm sorry, guys. I know I shouldn't be driving and recording. That's why I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm minding my business, driving. But yeah, let me go to my wherever I need to go to, and then I'll come back. Hey YouTube, welcome back. So I'm done with my first meeting. Oh my god, we have to wear masks now again. It's kind of messing up my makeup. That's why I don't like to wear makeup at work for work. But I have to look somehow professional. What was I gonna say? I wanted to also mention that I am working on starting my podcast real soon. There's another challenge that I am facing at this moment in my life. Now that I'm getting comfortable to talking to the camera and in public, I used to be so embarrassed. But I guess once you start, doing it and just like really facing your not insecurities, like even facing your like your daily life struggles, it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier. I do want to invest in a good quality camera. That's another thing I'm looking into right now. I do have a bunch of ideas that I want to share with you moms who are wanting to make some extra income. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm actually building like a chart where like I can keep myself organized. Oh my god, it's getting hot. I'm sorry. Like I want to keep myself organized so that I can make sure that I do make sense when I talk to you about a certain topic. Yeah. Excuse me. It's freaking hot out here in Houston. Like it's barely 10:28 a.m. and my dashboard, it's telling me it's 90 Fahrenheit outside. Like it's gonna get pretty hot today. So moms, please stay hydrated. Please make sure your kids are hydrated. Please make sure that everybody's hydrated, because man, it's hot. So yeah, and I'm also working on another video. My kids, it's so cool because my kids been wanting for me to start a YouTube channel. So in a way, like, in the process of me creating this content for y'all, like it's also fun for me because one, like it's very pricey to take, me as a mother of 6, like imagine if it's like what, $17 at the zoo to bring your kids to the zoo. Can you imagine, times 5? Like it's a lot of money. It's crazy. So, and then it's it's just ridiculous. And I know, they charge a fee for a reason, for whatever reason it is. It doesn't it doesn't fit in my budget at this moment. I want to remodel my house, and with me overspending, it's just not possible. But I found that me making these videos for y'all, it actually helps me, helps my kids and myself to stay more productive and make more fun stuff. And it's just like the bonding, man. It's more like it's more like a personal thing. Like, how can I explain it? Just for the fact that me creating YouTube content, at first I was just doing it because I was shy talking to the camera. I didn't feel like, I could do YouTube just because of what people would think, or, it wasn't too much about the people, because I don't know all these people, but just because of my family, like, they're gonna look at me like, oh my God, look at her, she's crazy. But yeah, so it has helped me and my kids to bond more, to make things more exciting. And now we're talking about coming up with some good funny videos. And I want to make my channel as cleanest and professional as I can. I mean, there are gonna be some educational videos, but there's also gonna be okay, let me put this as an example. So when I'm watching a video, right, and everybody has their own niche and whatever they want to talk about, their own ideas. But me personally, when I'm watching a video, there's always somebody has to say some bad words, and my kids are watching. Like, I'm a mom, there's some times where I'm by myself, but most of the time, either I want to keep myself entertained, so I just play a video and I have it in my Bluetooth while I'm driving. I'm just listening to your channel, to your content. So it happens that I have my kids with me, and they always have to use a curse word. Now, mind me, I do use curse words sometimes, but then I make it look like, oh my God, I wasn't trying to say this, I was trying to say that, So by me creating a channel where it's kids friendly, and it's none of the kids' business, it's a mom business, but just know that you're gonna be safe to, don't have to worry about put the volume down because of me or anybody in my videos saying some words that we're not supposed to say because the kids are around. No, I'm not gonna do that. If I ever do use some curse words, will be on my social media, but in a video, I wouldn't do that because, one, my kids are mostly around me, and two, because I don't want to put that message out there. I've used some words around my kids that I wasn't supposed to use, but mostly of the time, we're humans, at the end of the day, I'm a human. I am not perfect, and I can say words out of just out of nowhere, but most of the time I try to be as respectful around my kids. So like I was saying, I went to a whole different topic for a whole different day. But yeah, like I was saying, so I want to make it as healthy as I can, just in case your kids are around. You don't have to lower the volume because you think Mayra is going to say a bad word, or I'm going to say something negative. I'm going to try my very best. I'm not going to say that something bad won't come out of my mouth someday. I'm a human. I will make mistakes, but I will try to address them. Address myself and make sure that I make it as clean as I can. So yeah, so I'm very excited. And most of all, I'm very, very, very excited that I am finally getting control of me. Just the fact that I can hold the phone. Look it. There is people. Well, not people, but there's cars. Before, I could not even talk to a camera, not even in private in my closet. I will have a hard time just to take a selfie. What's people gonna say? What's this and that? So now I'm whatever. Not everybody's gonna like me, and that's okay. This channel is basically for people who wants to hear more about my life, and I hope I could get to inspire you. And like, there's a bunch of tricks that I actually not tricks, but there's a bunch of ideas that I had to come up with my children, just to make it easier for me. And I will share them with you, but not in this video, but I will share them with you. And hopefully I can help you have a more easy parenting day, or just more easy kind of way to talk to your kids, because we all feel like, so for my other kids, I did raise my voice a bunch of times. There were some times that I did hit them, like, because I thought that, I don't know, that's, I guess, whatever I learned from my mom, I put it out to my kids. But it's something about my last, well, I have 6 kids. It's something about, I'm gonna say 3.5 kids, because the 3 last ones and the third one, half of him, like he did like him, he did kind of get the message. But the other kids, like, how they say, talk to your kids. If you talk to them like a grown-up, don't baby them, because if you baby them, they won't listen if you talk to them. So I read this in a magazine, so I'm like, how true that is. I'm like, that's for white people. I mean, I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican. Like, we use a chancla and the cinto, and we curse, and that's the only way a kid might listen. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna use their technique. I'm like, talk to them like grown-ups and see, maybe they will learn, maybe they will listen. So yes, I did it with my kids. It worked so well. I came up with my own ideas. I'm like, okay, so to be fair, again, imagine to please the whole 6 kids, it was kind of hard. So I had to come up with ideas or a plan to even make it easy, and yeah, and I want to share them with you moms or dads. I just want to share them with you, so hopefully, because I haven't seen or heard of another parent use them, or even even if you're not a parent and you have a sister or brother who are parents, and if I tell you, probably you will be able to tell them, just tell them to come to my channel and subscribe. And if they don't have time to listen to me or watch me or whatever, you can do them a favor and write the notes down, and just share the ideas that work for me as a mother, and maybe it can help them, because I know it's hard to have more than 2 kids or 1 kid. It's multiple kids, like, it's hard. And I'm not saying financially, yes, it is hard, but not as hard as parenting, as showing them like all these principles, how to talk to people, about respect, about bullying, about all this stuff that we think that money, yeah, money is freedom, and with money you can travel, and with money you can do a bunch of stuff, but we're not looking at the big picture. Like, this world is going so bad, and it's just getting crazier and crazier every day, and we have to really stop that and make a change for our kids and help them become a better person, a better version. I mean, who knows, if maybe they, we are the ones who break that cycle and help them, be a better person. And if they have a friend, that's contagious. Like, how they say, oh, your bad energy is contagious, or your positivity is contagious. Well, the same, with your personality, sometimes it's contagious. Unfortunately, there's followers and they're leaders, so there might be followers who watch a leader, and they will become a leader as well. So yeah, stay tuned. I am waiting for my kids to get back home. They're not at home right now. I miss them so much. They actually spend the night at their grandma's house. You know, they had a little sleepover because their little cousin was gonna stay there, so they wanted to stay as well and spend the night there. But yeah, come back and watch our next video. I do have another video where you know, me and them are gonna be together. Please show some support and love, and you know, maybe you can play the same game with your kids again. You know, it's I want to make sure that I share what works for me and my children, and it would be nice, you know, if I can inspire other mothers, because most of the time we just see our kids play, you know, by themselves. Like we take them to the park and we're just sitting there in the bench. I know for most, you know, we're like extremely tired and we can't play with them in the monkey bars or in the swings, but there's so many other ways to play with our kids. And hopefully with this video that I am you know, making with them, hopefully, you know, I can inspire a mother to maybe just get, like, it's only gonna take like no more than 30 minutes to basically plan everything and play with your kids. Believe me, they will have the time of their lives. My kids were so excited for the video that we made yesterday, and I will post it right here, the link, so you can go and watch that video. Who knows me better? I mean, that's a good game that, you know, we can play on a Sunday evening, Saturday evening, you know, grab some snacks, put a little bit of music, and, you know, just find a way to entertain our kids and have fun. And believe me, that they will remember those games, and that will be like maybe a tradition. They will share those games with their kids. So yeah, anyways, stand by. I will bring you along for the rest of my day. Right now, like I said, I'm going to a second meeting, and then I got 3 more meetings, and then I need to go back to my office and work. I have a bunch of hiring and terms that I have to fix on my system. And yeah.
You cook steak.
Hello YouTube, welcome back. Your girl and your little homegirl over here, but she don't want to show nothing.
Okay.
So today right now I am starving, and my beautiful daughter just, my beautiful daughter just said she's gonna wash dishes for me. She's volunteered herself to wash dishes for me, and you're not gonna wash dishes for me? Okay. So, I'm cooking me a steak, a ribeye steak. Oh my God. They say not to flip it until like every 9 minutes, but I don't know. I just want to make sure it's brown, crispy. And I like my steak medium well, not well done. And then we have my handsome son. Tibu, say hi, Tibu. Tibu, say hi. Say hi to the mama's blog. Huh? Okay, so yeah, we're just chilling. I just got a message from Centerpoint to do something to try not to conserve electricity. So I'm about to turn up the lights but not the AC. And anyways, I'm about to eat my my ribeye with an avocado. Your girl, it's Mexican, so she's gonna add some hot sauce, because you can't have, in a Mexican household, you cannot eat something without the hot sauce, okay? And that's it. I'm not really, I wish I could show you my steak, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I think that's very personal. Anyways, So yeah, I still miss my two little babies. They're at the grandma's house. They're not at home right now. So some kind like in the peaceful moment, but somehow I still miss the loud noise in my house. Sorry, I rub my nose a lot, but I get some kind of allergy sometimes. So let me show you. How bright is out there? Oh, you can't see, but it looks like it's super hot. And then my grass just all of it dying. So this is like a little bulletin board that I have. My daughter being drawing. But this is where I write down, like, if I go to work and I need them to do something. This is our like our chat board. Yeah. So I ordered this. I ordered something. Can't wait for it to arrive, but right through the mail. I don't know when I'm gonna get in it because supposedly they are out of stock, so I should be getting it soon. Hello, welcome back. So a little update. I apologize. I wasn't able to vlog through the day. I got busy. I hate to say that we're busy. And you know what I hate the most? So this is a thing. I hate to use my precious time for somebody else's time and then not getting paid for what I'm worth. I don't know how to explain it. It just gets me very upset. Very upset. I mean, I'm just gotten to a point where, like, I wanted to do something different. My dream as a little girl was to be a singer, just come out on TV. I never did it because, you know, I feel like back in the days, we didn't have the opportunities that, you know, now kids nowadays do. So, I mean, I just decided that I'm gonna do it. It's never too late. I don't care if I embarrass myself. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I really don't give a F anymore. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I'm gonna have fun with it, you know. I'm using this platform. I'm using YouTube as practice, as fun, as therapy. The way I see it now is like a ride in a roller coaster, you know. I mean, I'm already in a chair. I'm already buckled up. And, you know, I feel like I'm in a roller coaster. I don't know if that's how you say it. And, you know, I know that the ride is going to be fun and scary. And I know, you know, there's going to be ups and downs, and a lot of mix of emotions, a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of, you know, scary moments, a lot of happy moments. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make sure I enjoy my ride, because one to think about this is that I know at the end it's gonna be over, and I'm confident that I'm gonna have fun with it. So hey, so I had to pause because like I love to wear makeup, but then it gets like to a point where like I feel like my face is very heavy and I need to remove my makeup. I've been trying to go makeup free for a couple of months now. I didn't want to wear makeup anymore just because I want to start embracing my natural beauty. However, like there's some times where I just feel like playing with, you know, makeup. I mean, I guess it's just a girl thing. But then I get bored and I want to remove my makeup. But, you know, anyways. So I wanted to share with y'all a little story of when, you know, my kids were smaller. So I hope my story does inspire someone with an idea like how to make money. That's how I learned that. Okay, so first of all, I've been raising kids ever since I was 18 years old. So I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, for many years. So then there's this one time where I told my husband, like, hey, when my baby Adam turns 5, I want to get a job. No, he wasn't 5. I said whenever he turns 3, because he was a baby. I'm like, whenever he turns 3, I want to get a job, because I don't know how to work. I don't do nothing. I didn't finish school. I have never worked. I've always depend on him for everything. So I'm like, I want to feel like important. Just even to get a job as a cashier was going to make me feel good. I just wanted to feel like I was alive, like I could depend on myself, worth it. I guess just getting a job as a cashier was still going to make me worth it. It didn't have to be anything professional. So I remember I made up my mind, like, hey, I'm going to get a job. So he agreed. He's like, okay, well, as soon as Adam go to school full-time, you get a job. I'm like, cool. Again, back in the days, when my baby was a baby, there was no YouTube, there was no Instagram that I know of, so I couldn't distract myself like other moms, have that, have that opportunity now that I didn't have back then. Sorry, I had to answer a phone call. So anyway, so I'm going to tell 2 stories, and I hope this story really inspires someone out there to go get it done. I know it's easy to say because, again, I've been struggling with it, with a bunch of stuff too, especially with insecurities. I honestly don't feel insecure about me. I'm scared of people's opinion, not because of my appearance or how I look, if I look pretty, if I look ugly. I really don't care about that. I know I'm very gorgeous. I'm a beautiful mama, and as long as I'm beautiful to my husband, I really don't care about anything else. Anyways, so yeah. So then what happened was, so I've been taking care of my kids. I had no experience in anything. So I started, I'm like, okay, well, the only experience that I have is cleaning, because that's all I've done at home, taking care of kids, cleaning, cooking. So I'm like, okay, but I don't want to cook. I don't want to work at a restaurant, because when I was a teenager, I used to work at a restaurant and at Golden Corral. I was a waitress, and I used to work at Luby's as a waiter too. And people can be rude sometimes. So I'm like, I don't want to go back to that. So I'm like, I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind working for a cleaning company. I have no experience in a professional cleaning company, but I clean my own house. And I know when I clean my house, I'm very detailed. So I'm sure that if I put myself in a position where they were to hire me, I know exactly what I'm going to look for. So I started, going into, I don't remember some newspaper, and I was going through whatever. So I got this number and I called and I spoke with somebody, and I'm not going to say her name because, I just don't want to put, people's name out there. But yeah, so I called and I talked to her. She is a Mexican lady. So I'm like, hey, look, I'm looking for a job. I lied to her. I'm like, I have experience with cleaning, and as a supervisor, how do you want to start from the bottom? I have spent all these years taking care of my kids. There's no way I'm gonna start from the bottom. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to lie about my experience and all that so that I can get it. So then, so I told the lady, yeah, I have experience as a supervisor and this and that. She's like, when can you come for an interview? So I'm like, tonight. If you need me to, I'll come in tonight. So she's like, no, it's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. So I went the following day to my interview, and she's like, oh, you look like you have experience. You're bilingual. you're, I could tell that, you do know what you're talking about when it comes to cleaning. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, so when can you start? Oh, she was like, have you ever worked under pressure? I'm like, yeah, definitely. She's like, oh, okay. Would you be able to supervise a group of 5 ladies? I'm like, yeah, definitely. She's like, what will you do if somebody doesn't come to work? So I didn't know what to say. I'm like, well, I'll clean it. She's like, perfect. You're the perfect fit and this and that. So we're going to hire you. So I got the job and I was so excited. And then, so I went to work and, so my husband was like, the only way you can go to work is when Adam, our baby, goes full time. So I'm like, okay, so good. So I didn't want to wait until Adam was, because, when you're born at a certain month, like, you're considered like going to school late. So I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna wait that long for him to go to school. So I started looking for other ways to have him in school. I couldn't afford a daycare. So then I'm like, you know what? I heard about Head Start. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna enroll my kid in Head Start. So I tried my very best. I woke up early. I did everything that they asked for. Like I even told them, like, hey, if I have to drive from one place to another just to have my baby full time, like let it be. I was so urged to go to work. I just felt like, oh my God, I wasn't doing nothing with my life. So anyway, so I got my son in school. I got a job. The first 2 days were like the toughest one because I had no experience and they asked me to clean. I had been always working in medical buildings, so they asked me to clean a room. So I did it as, it's totally different when you clean a house, when you clean a medical building. So I did my very best. I tried to clean it as much as I could. They replaced my job. I started getting more experience. And then I had to leave the job for a couple of weeks because I was already having problems with who's going to pick up the kids. My husband, and back in the days, he was a truck driver. So we were just having a hard time with transportation. We only had one car. So it was kind of tough. It was kind of hard for me to keep that job, but I didn't want to quit the job. There was something inside of me telling me, like, don't quit, like just stay in there, stay there. So I had to quit the job for 1 week, and I was looking for a job at a hotel because that's the only experience I had cleaning. So then I get a phone call, and it was the same supervisor that hired me for that medical building. She was like, hey, so I was talking to one of the directors and I talked to him about you and I told him that you have experience and I just wanted to see if you want to take the job. I'm like, oh snaps, like I don't have management experience. Like I don't know exactly what they do. So I'm like, I thought about it. I went on vacation. So anyways, I had the interview with the guy and he's like, so what you want to, do you have experience in payroll? And I said, yes. He's like, okay, are you experienced working under pressure? Yes. Do you have experience working with a group of, 20 and plus people? I was like, yes. Okay, so I was answering just yes. So I had all the experience. So then he's like, okay, well, when can you start? And the day back then, I was actually we had already bought tickets to go on vacation. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on vacation. When I come back, I'll take the job. So he's like, okay, cool, you take the job. So moving forward, I came back from vacation. It was kind of funny because I remember my husband telling me, I was like, oh my God, I lied that I know how to do payroll. And I've never in my life, done payroll. So he was like, oh, don't worry, so I help you. We'll Google it. We'll look into YouTube. So, I went to work and then it was time to, do payroll. And I remember I cried that night. I was crying. I was scared because I didn't want to lose my job.
and I couldn't call my boss back then, because then he would have said like, wait, what? You just told me you have experience with payroll, and now you're crying because you can't do payroll. So, I went into Google, I Googled it. Google would not tell me how to do payroll. I went into YouTube. YouTube would not tell me how to do payroll. So I had to learn this on my own. And what I'm trying to say with this whole big, long story is, like, if I wouldn't have taken that risk, I don't know, could probably still be jumping from one job to another, because, I wouldn't have been doing something that I like. I love my job now, and I'm very blessed to have this job. However, I got into a point in my life where, like, when you reflect, like, I'm the type of person that I overthink stuff and I think a lot. I think about when I was small, everything I wanted to be when I was a grown up. And I remember I wanted to come out on TV and just, come on TV and just talk and do fun stuff and, stuff like that. So, I never actually wanted to be famous. So I can't say anything about famous, but I did wanted to come out on TV and dance and, just come out like in a, show like Don Francisco, or, something just, not too big. Well, Don Francisco is something huge, but like, I didn't want it to be like, I never wanted to be famous, or I never wanted, I'm not saying I never don't want to be famous, but it's not about being famous. It's just, I wanted to be part of a show and just have fun with it. I wanted to do that for a living. So I just realized that I don't want to miss on these things anymore. So that's why I decided to do YouTube. Might not be like, I might not be famous, or I might not have my show right now or whatnot, but I'm finally doing something that I've been wanting to do for so long, which is talk to a camera without stuttering, without being afraid of what people are gonna say. I just realized, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, this is my journey. I am not doing it to impress nobody. I'm doing it for myself. First and foremost, I'm doing it for myself. Second, I'm doing it because I don't want my kids to see, I want my kids to see that everything is possible. And then third, because I want to inspire another person who maybe it's not someone who wants to do YouTube but just want to go for something else. Just go for it. It's never too late, even though I didn't grow up to be who I wanted to be, again, it's never too late. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it now as a grown person. My kids are bigger and older, and I get to have fun with YouTube, with my phone. I love to dance. My husband doesn't like to dance, so but I still dance. I still enjoy doing my reels. I might not have experience now, but I know for a fact that if I continue to do it, I'm gonna have more experience. So yeah, and then I have another story. Sorry, my thoughts. I have another story about the whole flea market situation. I'll do that in a whole other video, but I do want to say thank you for watching. I just wanted to just share something about me, something about Mayra, something about that keeps me alive. I have proven myself in the past that, because, okay, I'm sorry I have to repeat myself. I don't write stuff down. I don't know how other people do it. I haven't written anything down. I'm just talking as I go and as I remember. But I remember before, like I said, before I had got a job, I remember I used to always like, you know, sit at my desk, because we had a desk where we had a computer for, you know, just for the fun of it, because we didn't even use it for nothing other than just emails and paying bills. But I remember just decorating my desk, and I was saying like, damn, someday I'm gonna have a good ass job, like, you know, I'm just gonna accomplish something that, so yeah, like I was saying, I hope I get to inspire someone. And, you know, don't be afraid, don't be scared. I mean, people are still gonna make fun of you. You know, I had to make sure, and I'm still haven't finished with my list. Like, I had to make sure that I called everybody in my contact list and ensure that they subscribe to my channel. I don't care if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't care. I don't care. I know eventually I'm gonna get there. And as you can see, I used to have long hair, but I had to cut it because this one, what it goes, how did she say? There's this one time in the camp, so I had to cut my hair because there was one time I went on vacation and my crazy ass said I was gonna dye my hair, so I did blonde. Can you imagine a damn Mexican with blonde hair? Like, I know I see other Mexicans with blonde hair, but girl, do I even have the tone skin to even get blonde hair? Like, no. So I got blonde hair and I tried to dye it brown. It just messed it up like worse. It just made it worse. So I had to cut my hair shorter just to get my natural brown Latina color. So yeah, guys, thank you again for watching. Again, I hope I keep you inspired. I mean, like I said, you know, at first I used to get like, oh my God, I used to say like, I want to vlog, but I don't want to vlog, like I'm this and that. Now it's like, I need to vlog, but then if I vlog, I am working, and then I don't want to, you know, the whole purpose about me creating this content is, you know, again, for me, for practice, and too, like also because I want to entertain people, and I don't think I'm gonna entertain people by recording myself working and just looking at a screen, a computer, and I mean a monitor, and just doing work. And I don't, no. Anyways, I'm feeling myself. You see, I don't know, my opinion, and this is the only thing that matters to me. I think I look cuter without makeup. I should go without makeup for reals. You know, another thing I was probably thinking about doing, but then I had people saying, oh, you're crazy. I wanted to bald, you know, like just go bald. Just like, you know, cut my whole hair and start from zero. So jam. I think my kids already got here. Already got home. I can hear the neighbor's dogs barking. They always bark when they hear someone come here. Oh, you see, doorbell. I was right. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be posting a video, another inspirational video for tomorrow. God bless you. Good night, and